All right, cool. Let's go. Back in action. Markets looking a bit strange. However, it is showtime. Let's go. All right, I'm ready. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's break these levels down for the most part. From what I can see, right, we took out this overnight high here, got a nice shift lower. We pushed back up into this last attempt to go higher, and we fail again. And you see the same thing happening here. Push higher, fail, then we retest, nice sell off, right? But you're getting the SMT off this low. YM, I would say maybe wants to take out this previous daily high. We'll see. But as of right now, we are very close to all-time highs. Let's go mark that out, actually. I mean, extremely close to all-time highs over here. So maybe that's where price wants to go. I'll keep that. All-time highs here for the futures markets have not hit yet. So they should push and match what happened with the SPY, right? If you look at the stocks, the SPY hits all-time high already. And then let's look at the NASDAQ. Where QQQ, where are you? QQQ, QQQ, QQQ. I know you should be on here somewhere, kid. That's strange. All right, let's add it on there. QQQ. Add that there. QQQ actually did take all-time highs as well. So you would expect the futures market to match that. Let's look at the continuous contracts, see if those have reached all-time highs yet. I don't think so yet, no. So we still have some work to do. I think maybe we get another rally back higher just because those haven't hit all-time highs. So we'll look out for that. But other than that, the lower time frame here, market opens, we're getting this drive lower. So I want to see if this drive can fail. If it doesn't fail, then that would be a clear indication that price just wants lower. We could push back into a lot of this wide open space down here, right? Beautiful liquidity down below, which looks like price may end up going there. You see that strong rejection up here. You could get that rebalance effect here just to go higher. So be on the lookout for that. All right. And then I'm going to highlight this market open and I'm ready to go. So the first trade idea I see, I'll let you guys know as usual, but very important to stick to A+ trades only, right? I'm super impressed at how well we've been able to do that. The only thing I would say is still needing improvement is just my entry prices. If I can get better entries at my trade ideas, we know that we pretty much have the right bias more times than not. So here we go, right? You see price sweep this low aggressively. If we can start to flip here, that's going to be my cue to start looking for buys. But definitely want to be buying ES instead of NQ. All right, so let's let some of this chop get out of the way. I'm going to go check the news before I get too excited here. See if there's any news on the way. Boom, boom. Let's see if there's any news. All right, here we go. What? Wow, that was a quick short. Wow. Wow. All right, so what I want to know is, like I said, how does price respond at these lows? If we're going to go bearish here, now would be the time to look for some sort of flip. But like I said, let me see the news before I even get too happy here. Thursday, we had unemployment claims at 8:30, 10:30 natural gas. Where's 8:30? All right, yeah, so we're chilling. We're chilling. I like this up close candle here. I'm gonna highlight that. Let's see if we close through it on both charts here. We've already closed through it on NASDAQ. ES has a minute and a half left. Let's see if we close through it. This could race lower. Like, it's already showing a lot of aggression here. We're underneath midnight. Look at the slam off of this midnight price. Boom. Beautiful. Let's get this closure here on ES, and I'll start looking for lower. I will start looking for lower. Just hopefully it doesn't, try to run before giving a clean opportunity, but cool. So yeah, no major news events. Not much to worry about as far as that goes. Now we're looking for this play off of a potential break and retest here if we close underneath it. But you could say we already have closed underneath it. Yeah, you could argue that this green candle got closed through already. Yeah, it did. So let's see how this candle here closes. Yeah, let's see. I think we may end up getting a short. The catch is, where is price going to short to? Let's go find some 4-hour levels. There's another 4-hour level right here that price could want to revisit. 4-hour, 6 p.m. of course, which should be highlighted. All right, so here we go. We get the close. What we're looking for is for price to continue bearish here. Let me do this actually. Hold on. Close through, push back. Yeah, I would need to see price start to give some sort of bearish reaction now that we're back inside of this red zone here. We can get that. I'm going to short it. I'm going to short that bad boy. It might short without me though. You can see it's very aggressive from here, but it's just not giving me what I would want to see. I want to see price. There it is. Yeah, we got to start closing through these candles here. Yeah, I think it's just gonna go without me. It's okay though. It's still early, so just sit back here and give price a chance to shake out any early sellers if it wants to, because this could be absorbed and we could literally go bullish in no time. So yeah, that's the game plan. I'm gonna sit back, relax, wait for a clean flip. Once we get that flip, it will be pretty easy from there. Because right now it looks like price may be absorbing these shorts. And it literally could just be waiting for 10 a.m. You know, it's not necessarily bullish, but we'll know when we get that ROC signal. We'll know what's up. know what's up. Bro, this is sad, bro. It's gonna dump without us. There it is. There's no reason for it to stop here. Watch this. If it does, that's gonna be a scam. This should continue now. We're breaking this level. We should see the same thing over here. Get a nice close through here. All right, so that's the game plan. Wait for the shorts. And if price absorbs the shorts, then we'll probably just trade back to all-time highs right away. But you can see this is what you want to go for here. We had the SMT right off of, yeah, this is about to dump. We had the SMT off of this drive higher, 925. Notice we didn't take out these highs over here on ES. And the highs we did take out were with this candle. So the SMT was right at 930. Closure here. 835 highs right here. And you get that random pop here at 930, but SMT was there. And yeah, bro, this is so lame. But I'm thinking we might be able to catch it once this candle closes, if it pulls back again. Because you can see it it's clear as day, man. Yeah, you get this nice hidden SMT in here. Nice hidden SMT. You get the closure through. You got this drive higher taken out. This swing high. So really this is your hidden SMT. This the 730 high gets smacked. Over here, 730 high is nowhere in the picture. Yeah, bro. It's really clean if we can get a clean profile here. I would much rather a manipulation drive way up in here so you can get a beautiful short lower, right? But right now it looks like price is eager to go lower. Wow, look at that. We end up wicking back within this candle's range. That's a scam. That's such a scam. Now we have to wait an entire 5 minutes before we can even read how price is responding here. So I'm not gonna catch this probably, guys. Probably not gonna catch this. If it just dumps here, I won't catch it. I'll look for like a second stage entry if it wants to continue lower, or I'll look for a reversal to go the opposite way. All right, because this is obviously bearish, but it's not giving me what I want to see here, so I can't play this just yet. Beautiful SMT. Failure to close underneath here is a red flag for me. And how we just keep opening bearish, yet we aren't closing strongly bearish is scary. All right. This is so stupid. Why is it doing this though? Like, I wonder why it feels the need to play games at this level. We could have gotten a closure on the previous candle. I would have been able to short this, you know, but it's just being a scam right now. Whatever. Go ahead, scam away, bro. The easiest short in the world refuses to give you a simple 5-minute closure. And look how aggressive this is with 3 minutes left in the candle. It's almost like this one's gonna wick back up as well. All right, yeah, I'm gonna just let this one play. Obviously, it's gonna take these lows. There it is, finally. My goodness. Oh goodness, bro. This is so lame. So lame. Such a lame trade here. Like, by far the lamest move you could present here. We tap into it. We give a clean rejection, but what's the point of this wick right here? This candle right here, 945, opening and pretending like it just couldn't break this low when the very next candle was going to break it and bleed. Crazy, 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 man. Scam activity at its finest. Look at it go. Scam activity at its finest. Good read though. Shorts were so obvious that it was like, it forced me to be a little bit more patient. I'm like, bro, there has to be some sort of manipulation that would come from this, but nope. 1 minute probably gave you a perfect break. Yeah, so we break the low of the red zone, tap into this zone, close underneath this red line on the 1 minute. Excuse me. So the 1 minute gave you a nice range, and then you just shorted off the EMA, whatever you want to do. Bro, this is ridiculous, bro. This is a scam, bro. What is going on, bro? What is going on? This looks like it's going to be one of those days where it just goes opposite all day. Straight down. All right, yeah, at this point, I don't know if I really want to be on the charts. Oh my goodness, kid. That is unfortunate, bro. Why is it way down here? How is it way down here? Yeah, man. So I have a few areas that are pretty much important for me here. I like this for a retest on YM. But yeah, you can't do anything without a retest, right? So maybe we get this pullback into either this move up here, or we get a pullback into the red box. Either way, this trade right here was ridiculously fast. No wick on this 5 minute candle. It is officially 4 minutes until 10 a.m. So I'm going to wait until 10 a.m. to see if we get that drive back higher to continue lower, or, any type of retest up here. All right. So, yeah. I don't want to feel like I missed it, but I definitely don't like that price took out so much liquidity on this move down. All right. So if price wanted to flip bullish, it could happen. I think it will when you look at how YM still hasn't taken out this previous daily high. You get this beautiful flip. Now you're just revisiting things like this where you have hourly order blocks down here being tapped into, things like that, right? When you think of, wow, we didn't even make a new high on YM yet. We didn't make all-time highs on futures yet. It just makes you think that the upside may still be on the table. It just needed a quick pullback. So you just got to play it smart here. Be patient. See what happens. All right, cool. Chilling, man. See what 10 o'clock can bring here in the next 30 minutes or so. Love the rejection off of this midnight price, so that says a lot. Back underneath midnight here. Gold, what happened? Died. Pull up financial juice just to see if there was any news that supports that drop. 956. What time was this drop? 945, 950. Yeah, nothing really going on here. Cool, man. Cool. Okay, gold taking out that previous daily low. Silver down there as well. Oil, what are you up to? Check on the gang while we wait. Oh yeah, oil blasting through these highs here. Last time we popped through these highs, sold off immediately. Taking out that previous daily high, I think oil sells off again. Oil shouldn't be as bullish, right? After we have all of those tankers, all those oil ships coming to America to buy oil. So the price of oil is going to drop substantially. And they're going to open up the strait. So I think we'll get some sort of drive into here. Potentially look for a short. If price can get above, these bearish candles, retest successfully, then I would like higher. That's pretty much the area of interest up in here. All right, cool. All right, here we go. So NASDAQ draws directly into the point of interest. Perfect. So now I'm looking to see if ES is strong enough to make it in here as well. This would be A plus if both could tap into it. That way you get that SMT style rejection where maybe NASDAQ takes the internal highs, ES taps into here, slams lower. But the catch is you want to see price respect this bearish fair value, you got bearish EMA. So I'm looking for that. If we get a little bit too strong here, then that's gonna pretty much man, I wish we could drive a little bit further, but we are tapping into here. This is tough, bro. This is tough. But what I'm looking at is this yellow zone, which is the most important zone. You see it really, really holding up here on NASDAQ so far. If we can get back underneath this EMA here, I'll have to short it, bro. I would have to short it. I would prefer ES to give us one pop if it's willing, but there's going to be times where both assets don't retest. You get this beautiful rejection here. Man, this looks nice because we did at least tap into this attempt to go higher, and you're seeing that SMT. That's tough. Let's see what happens here, man. Because I may be able to short something like this. 7 points. Target the lows, 1.5. Create limit order. Clear. $350. 500. All right, so yeah. 7 points would be 525 with 15 contracts. So I'm gonna type this up to be ready. Sell price will be somewhere around somewhere underneath these bullish candles. As long as we can flip this bullish candle specifically, I would say 7,056. $7,056. All right, so it's tough because, man, do I short this? I gotta short this, bro. I hate that this candle has 50 seconds left in it. Oh my goodness, it's gonna try to run, huh? I think I gotta try this, man. Let's see if we get a pullback. Man, that sucks. 38 seconds. It's gonna really leave without me, huh? I'm just waiting on a 2-minute close. That's all I was waiting for. And it's really gone. Don't do that, kid. IM didn't even bother pulling back. It's all about entry price, man. So if it doesn't want to get me, then that's just unfortunate, bro. And that sucks. Bro, that sucks. Maybe it pulls back to fill in one of these gaps. That sucks, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, I don't, bro. I promise, like, trading is so strange, bro. It's like you'll wait on a closure and you'll get in a little bit early because you're like, oh, it looks like it's gonna close. And then as soon as you get in, it wicks and never end up closing below the area you want. Or on the flip side, you try and wait for the closure, and then when you get the closure, it's way down here. Like, come on, bro. How did that 5-minute candle close? Oh, it closed beautifully. I don't know, man. I think I just gotta short this, man. As soon as I click the short button, it's gonna end up way. You know what? I don't care. If it runs again, this will be the second trade that ran away. I have to get a good entry price, otherwise it's just ruins everything. And it's like it knows what I'm looking for, bro. This is just pull back, bro. Like, it has no interest in doing what it's supposed to do today. I can't say supposed to. Doing what we're used to seeing it do. I guess that was your pullback, yeah? That tiny little pullback. That's all you had to work with. Bro, come on, bro. How stupid is this? I don't even want it anymore. Don't even want it. Just go ahead without me, kid. You'll be all right. Where's that YM trade? Close through. Boom, boom, boom. Some stuff is just... they know how to ruin your mood, bro. I was excited to get on here and short today. Both shorts just bleed. This one wasn't as bad. It's just, why is it so weird with the rejections, bro? NASDAQ isn't even this strong. So why are you so strong to the downside? It looks like it's about to be SMT off of this low. Or not take the low at all. Like, why are you so strong compared to NASDAQ? That looks fishy to me, bro. We might literally blow right through these highs. Yeah, let me just sit back and watch this ridiculousness. So we had close here, attempt to go higher, close through here, push into here. Looks solid to me for a short on YM. I may short YM. Depends on how this retest goes, right? You got to close through, push back into it, 4-minute chart. Yeah. Close through, push back into it, flips here. Mark out this range right here for a potential retest. All right. If it does retest here, you're looking for a short out of this. If it retests it. This over here is absolutely ridiculous because ES never really taps into this gray zone or yellow zone. It makes me hesitant to short, right? I have to get a good entry price because price could pull back very aggressively here, sweep out this high right here, tap into here and still be bearish. You know what I mean? You could get something like this and then it just dies down. If price is truly bearish, it may not even want to do all of that, but I'm not trading it if I can't get a good entry price. Can't do it. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, bro, it's like these markets are strange. And it takes so much skill. Like, so the fact that we're even doing quite well, even if you're not making a ton of money, as long as you're not getting destroyed in these markets, you're a good trader. Because these markets are stupid right now. You're getting all this selling pressure, but we're not going anywhere. It's like I should just short NASDAQ, right? I should short NASDAQ. But it's just, like I said, bro, I don't care. It's to the point now, if it doesn't look exactly like how I draw it up, just let it go. Who cares if it hits TP without you? This is just begging for one of those random drives higher. We're tapping into this previous week level here where price already showed a lot of strength. We used 10 a.m. open and we pushed lower aggressively. So this power of 3 could lead to a nice flip. It's just so strange, bro. And I see everyone on YouTube right now with their little shorts out. They are shorting right now. And I think it's a good idea to short. It's just not fitting my protocol. If I can get a clean retest here on YM, maybe I short YM instead. But this is like watching. If you were to short NASDAQ, what would you do here? Your stop would have to be way up here. It's just about 60 points, 70 points. And then the TP is only going to be 60 points. So yeah, it's too late to be doing that, bro. All I wanted was an entry around here, this EMA. That's all I wanted. Oil still trying to break here, or is it going to flip back bearish? I think this is a beautiful short. The hard part is if you were to short, you would have to short right now, put your stop in a safe place. And the risk to reward is just not what I would trade. Knowing that once this low gets taken, price can be weird. Maybe you just target your 1.5 like this or something. And then once it takes this low, go break even. That's not a bad trade, actually. Let me see. Because that way you can protect yourself. If it takes that low and starts acting weird, you just get stopped at break even. I wish YM would just push, kid. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, NASDAQ. Thank you. That's what I want to see, but I need to see it on ES. What's that all about? What is that all about? What? Bro, you know what? Yeah, let me get this short. We break these lows again. I'm putting my stop above that high because clearly price is not bullish. We're giving that manipulated drives higher. YM is not even bothering to trade higher. We start flipping back lower here. I'm going to try this with 1.5. And that'll be 8. Cut that in half. 5. 4 contracts. 4 contracts, entry price would be 26,323. Come on, bro. Stop being so lame, bro. If you're gonna go lower, go lower. But if you're gonna push like you should, right? ES should drive into this area, guys. Remember, ES was slightly stronger this morning as well. So why would NASDAQ be able to drive into here if ES is supposed to be slightly stronger? If you pay attention to these lower highs in here, this high right here at 6 a.m. was taken out on ES, telling you that ES is slightly stronger here. Yet when it's time to short, ES is not able to pull back. Come on, bro. It just looks like a scam. Get out of here. Get out of here, bro. I just want to see price offer that really strong drive here, at least on YM and NQ. Right now, NQ is the only one trading properly. I like this flip though. We did flip this up close candle, close through it. Let me highlight this just in case price tries to go bearish from here. I would think this zone means a little bit more, but if we create a new break of structure, that would be fire. Break structure here, tap into it, flip. You can use this as a continuation area. Same thing here. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's about to happen. I think we're gonna get a second stage type of delivery here. Close through it right here. Now we're gonna push up, maybe tap into this gap and slam lower. Let's see. Let's see. Shorts are the right vibe here, but it's like when you look at the clock and you pay attention to how 10 a.m. just opened aggressively lower here, you pay attention to how we're chopping over here sideways now. Price still hasn't taken these lows. This could turn bullish, like this could flip bullish. I really just want to see ES make a strong push, stronger push, I should say. I'm watching these lows here, these bullish candles. If these bullish candle lows start to fail, I think we're officially short. If they continue to hold up, perfect read on price. You could tell that something was off, right? I didn't really believe price wanted lower until you start to see the retest, right? ES hasn't retested, YM hasn't retested, so that's a red flag in my book. Let's see how far we can get past this down close candle here. You don't want to see too much structure above it if you're bearish. If all 3 charts flip this candle, this 10-15 candle, then that's telling me that price is no longer bearish. We can start pushing higher. Let's go, man. Now this looks clean. I like the bearishness because of the EMA, right? Because of this structure. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that we're failing to retest. If we are not going to hit this level on ES, it's important for this level to hold up. If this level holds and we start flipping, then I for sure like the shorts. Simply be a second stage short. First stage get hit on NASDAQ. First stage doesn't get hit on ES. Second stage forms. We attempt to go up into there, fail to get up in there, close through, and now you're seeing some decent rejection from this area. I wouldn't be surprised if this tries to short, and I'll be shorting ES. Oh, I guess we already tapped into it here. This looks clean. This looks clean. If this candle ends up closing bearish, 2.5 minutes left, so I'm gonna sit back, wait 2.5 minutes. There we go. There goes that bullishness. Come on. Come on, kid. We've seen this setup so many times over the past 2 or 3 months that I've almost like, I don't consider any other setup valid anymore. All right. The break and retest has been extremely consistent. So that's why I'm not even, like, I don't even care to even think about getting in unless we have proper break and retest protocol. So I'm really following along these bullish candles here. We start flipping this EMA here. We start getting a little bit comfortable above this 10-15 high here. That's gonna tell me everything I need to know. Right? Oh. See, look at how weird this is, right? You were just down here 3 times in a row, 5, 10, 15 minutes in a row. You push down into here. Yet when it's time for the candle to close, look at how it closes. And then you open another candle. At the very beginning of the candle, you want to push right back into this area. It looks like a scam, right? This looks like, okay, this is not going to close bearish. I would be surprised if it closes bearish. I would anticipate this to turn into a wick and it actually close higher. It's just such a scam, bro. Thankfully, we understand what a scam looks like when these markets are trying to steal your money. But it really bothers me how long they'll sit here and try and scam you out of your money. Like yesterday, right? If you guys were on stream yesterday, you can't tell me we weren't, like, we sat here all day waiting for this buy on YM. Look at the clock, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., noon, 1 o'clock. When I tell you, I got off of the charts right here. This is when I gave up on this move right here because I was like, this is risky buying it underneath this EMA, but I like this setup. I like how price finally finds a bottom here. We close through that down close candle. We retest it. We break out, right? Once we broke out, I was watching this area here. With that retest, I think it was this wick right here. Price started trying to run, so I longed it here. I'm like, yo, this is gonna rip. And then this is what happened. Like, we were waiting all day for it, which was pretty much a red flag. I'm like, if it's not gonna go, it's not gonna go. It's getting pretty late. So as it got close to 1 o'clock, we buy it on this candle. It pulls back. I'm like, wow, looks like I'm about to get stopped out. We don't get stopped out. It pushes up and then it rejects here at 1250 again. So when I saw price rejecting here, I ended up getting out literally right here. I ended my trade like right here on this bearish candle. I'm like, I'll just take a small loss, minus 200, and I'll call it a day. But I really think this should rip all the way back to 10 a.m., right? When I tell you no more than 10 minutes later, I check the charts and there she goes. There she goes. 100 plus points, 200 point move. All right, it took forever, but that's what I mean by the market can sit there and just waste time knowing good and well it's not bearish. It'll just sit here and kill time. Knowing people don't have time to sit in front of the charts all day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just scam activity if you ask me. So when I see stuff like this, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I'm like, bro, why is it scamming here? It's wasting time. It's clearly stealing time here. And then what do you know? NASDAQ, nowhere near bearish. Yet we see ES playing underneath these bullish candle bodies. Like, come on, bro, stop it. Like, come on, kid, stop it. Stop it, kid. Stop it. So good read on price. What I'm looking for is, can we start actually flipping bearish here on NASDAQ now? NASDAQ is showing us that it's not really that bearish anymore. Currently, right? It can still slam lower. But if I'm looking at these current candles right here, right now, I would need to see NASDAQ start push lower before I think it's bearish. We get a closure on ES. That's surprising. We get a closure on YM. That's surprising. Let's see if that actually holds up here. Let's see if it holds up here. Let's see if it holds up. I like this. If we can get a strong close here on NASDAQ, I like this. Because you see that original zone still holding up for NASDAQ. You see the SMT with this drive into at 1030. 1030 gives you a nice SMT. Beautiful SMT. Now you just want to see NASDAQ make a sharp correction back bearish so that we know everything's on the same page. You take that high. No. Yeah, let's give this 5-minute candle a chance to close. I'm okay with the shorts with about a 45 point stop here. If NASDAQ can start pushing underneath here. That'll be 26,349 and I'm targeting 1.5. Perfect. This looks strange though. Like, what's the holdup? You know what I mean? We've seen this set up a bunch. Typically when it's ready to go and it's tapping into my areas of interest, there's no real hesitation. It just gives you the confirmation and the trade is on its way. Here we're playing games. 26, 349, 350. I like it, man. We got to get back underneath this EMA, though. We got to get back underneath this bullish candle here on NAS before I truly believe it wants lower. And here we go. $26,350 with a 40-point stop would be my trade. How many contracts would that be? Clear five micros. Nice. 40 for 70. 60. All right, there we go, right? So that'll be 5 MNQ. All right, cool. No entries so far. If you're just now tuning in, we are chilling. I see a lot of YouTubers in the shorts, but as I mentioned before, there's specific areas that need to be hit before you can truly believe in a short. ES still nowhere near that area. NAS is already tapped into it, failed to go lower, and now we're actually starting to show a lot of bullishness. And then if you were here for pre-market, we noted that price is pretty much so close to all-time highs that we should be trading buys. Wait for a pullback and look for a buy. Price wouldn't be aggressively bullish like this. If you look the past 2 or 3 days, well, not even the past week. Wow, that's crazy. Almost every single day on a daily candle here is bullish for 2 weeks or so. We wouldn't be this strong unless we wanted to take out this, right? There's no reason for this massive move if we're just going to ignore here. So naturally, you would assume the job's not finished. If we get a pullback that fails and all this bearish pressure just gets absorbed, you got to go bullish. And as you can see, we're starting to get the answer. Let's go. Let's go. A clean buy here. Let's see if we can shape one up. Let's see if we can shape up a nice buy here. Clean up some of these levels. All depends on how price responds. Honestly, like, if ES can just drive into this EMA and let me know if it genuinely wants to hold, that'll be the final, bias determination tool right there. You can tell if price is truly trying to go bullish, it's gonna rip through this EMA. If it's a fake out, it's gonna slam off of this EMA. All right, so this is crazy. Price is ripping. Nice. Let's go. Good job, man. I don't think you understand. This makes me happy, bro, because I wanted to short off the rip. If you were on stream, we were hoping for just another tap in here. This 5-minute candle just ran without even offering what I wanted to see. Yeah, that's why all these levels are highlighted. And it looks like we're gonna rip. Yeah, it looks like we're going bullish. Let's go. Good job. Good job. We closed through that. Honestly, I may buy this. Yeah, I think I want to buy this. And here's why, right? With this move lower here, we saw this bearish candle. We saw price drive into it. We saw it give that 5-minute fake out lower. And now we're closing through this 1035 candle. With that closure through, if I go down at 1035, yeah, I think I want to buy this. You can get in with a good entry price here before the rip. So 1035 right here. So you will see a bearish area that was holding price down. There it is right there. There it is right there. You see this up close candle? We closed through it, retest, closed through it. Now price just completely displaced it. Yeah, I'm long in this, guys. I need to enter at a discount of this move up. I think I want to buy NASDAQ. NASDAQ seems the strongest here. So let me go highlight those areas on NASDAQ 35. NASDAQ didn't even bother. Yeah, so what time was this breakout? 39 here. Let's see if we, man. You have to use this swing point here as your stop. If you long it up here, stop underneath here. 55 points. Let's see if we can get a pullback. We already got that pullback somewhat, so it's tough. But if we can pull back into this gap, that may actually, let's check the 5 minute, make sure. 4 minute at least break the MA. Yeah, I like this. I think I gotta try this right now, man. Before this runs. What time is it? 10:48. All right, maybe 10:50 gives us a pullback. Oh man. All right, let me draw this up. Create limit order. So what? 5 contracts, yeah. 5 contracts would be where I would be filled. Maybe 60. Go 4. Yeah, do 4 so I can get a little bit more space here. I would love a pullback. Man, I love a pullback. We got this 2 minute gap sitting right here. Let's check on it. Yeah, actually, yeah. We had this 30. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. This is so bullish. I want to see this gap get filled. I want to see something down here get retested. And that would make me feel better. But I'm going to end up taking this, and I'm probably going to take it right now. Just because I don't want to get left. So yeah, go 4 on that. What price would that be? Yeah, I got to buy this, bro. It'll run. It will run. And then what I'm looking at is, what price did I get? 26,415. Buy 26. And it'll be 55, 60 points on the stop. And we're just looking for really just 1.5 to be real. 60 points is massive though, bro. There goes the pullback. It never fails, bro. I gotta stop doing that, bro. It's like it never goes. You know, you want to get in just in case it just takes off. It never does that for me. So I gotta just stop. I don't know why I hang on to that idea. That by now I should anticipate this every time. But look at why I am not doing it. So maybe I'm not. It's not gonna be that big of a pullback here. But what I want to do is I do want to tighten my stop to about 50 points. There we go. And I want to target these overnight highs here. So yeah, 50 for 75. All right, yeah. So that's my target. We are in stops underneath this low. And I'm looking for these highs up here. I don't want to see much of a pullback. Oh yeah, there we go. Definitely got to watch ES here to see how ES responds once it gets back into these levels up here. Because we could see SMT off of this level, so I got to be careful. But I think the bullish narrative should pick up here. We got a close through here, pull back, close through there. Yeah, we're just now getting above this bearish order block here. We still have some closing to do here. So yeah, let's see. This is my first attempt here. It is a little premature, but I'm anticipating this trade simply because of how price responded right here. With price breaking through pushing up, closing through here. Oh, here we go, bro. Stop all this ridiculousness. Closing through these levels right here. Nice down close candle. Boom, boom. Retest, down close candle. This range right here says a lot. And if we're able to, from 10.15 to 10.20, all right, if we're able to maintain, boom, 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 yeah, 10.20. This is where I should be buying at, kid. My interest should be right here, man. But let's see, how many points is that? If I got in here, it's like a 15-point difference, 17-point difference. 17 points is $100 difference. That's crazy. But this is where I should be getting in, inside of that gap. And I'm looking at, like I said, how did price respond here? Boom, tapped into it, closed through it, gave you this. Yeah, we fell here. With this failure at 10.15, I'm looking at a couple things here. By 10.20, which level that price was respecting was broken. Here it was right here. Yeah, this is your level right here. Good stop loss placement. So anything in here should have held if we were truly bearish. We climb above it, leave this in balance, which is, like I said, where I typically should expect myself to get in here. I just didn't want to miss it, which is fine. You know, not too bad. As long as this gap holds, we'll still hit the targets, right? But that's why I can get an early confirmation looking at how NASDAQ treated this area, and then looking at how we have this SMT drive here on ES. Right, so I'm starting to put the context clues together, and I'm saying, bro, this is not bearish. Where can I get a good buy? This is a good entry price for me. And then over here, if I'm looking at ES, where would I buy ES if I was trading ES? I would take this. Where is it? Yeah, so now we're starting to flip this candle. You see it? We closed through this 10-15 candle now on ES. And we also had this fake out lower here at 10.35. So if I'm looking at 10.35 and I say, where was the order block that was supposed to hold with that fake out lower? It was here at 10.30. You got this bullish candle, close through, retest, close through again. Nice rejection level on the 2-minute chart. If we can just blast through it, that's what I like to see. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw a blast through it. And now you got this fair value gap that price could want to fill if it wants to take a lot of time and pull back here. That could happen. The 1-minute chart, we tried to go lower here. So this is where you want to see price just find support on something that already failed. We tried to go lower here, failed, and kept going higher. Oh, did you just see that, bro? Why is price being like this, bro? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was dirty. Look at that wick. Can we get some bullish volume like that? My goodness. And this is not 1.5, is it? I may need to add a contract. If we start taking off, I'm gonna add a contract because my risk to reward is not right. Oh, that's because I moved my stop. Yeah, that's why. So TP should be up here. There you go. That was strange, bro. Look at how it just jabs into these areas so aggressively and fails. So the bullish confirmations are pretty much there. The last piece of the puzzle is a delivery. We saw the retest multiple times show us that price is not bearish. YM over here looking just as clean. We see the flip, right? Right here, this 1035 flip. Where was the structure? 1030 right here. We closed through it effortlessly. Don't even bother filling in this gap, which is good. We put a breakaway gap above it, which is right here. And this is where you want to see price absorb all the sellers that are sitting in this previous zone here. You want to see price just rip through those. And then we have midnight, which could be a problem. You have 10 a.m. price could reject. You want to see price pretty much offer a strong bounce. So this is what I mean though, like, why keep revisiting this area after we just wicked it with clean rejection? It looks like it's gonna wait until 11 o'clock. That's what it's looking like. Should I get out until 11? Let's see. We had this order block close. No, we haven't taken out anything. I guess we did take this high, bro. Look at the gaps on the 5-minute, right? Look at this flip on the 5-minute. Look at this BPR. This should hold, bro. We got the order block being tapped on NAS. We got the fair value gap being tapped on ES. Looks like ES may have a more bullish reaction right now because it never taps in this 1035 order block again. I can start erasing these bearish points of views, and I'm looking for a skyrocket of a move higher here to take out these early sellers. It's only 11 o'clock, so we could see a really strong move in the next hour back to the upside. The rest of the market pretty flat so far, so let's see if we can catch this breakout. It's a bit scary because we have a new candle in 35 seconds. If it wants to open aggressively lower, we could get wicked out, or it could just really retest what's already been supported here. You see structure holding up pretty nicely in here. So I would anticipate the faster move higher just because we spent a lot of time going lower and failed. That's what I would anticipate. Let's see if we get blessed with a strong move here at 11. Quick pullback and then go. YM looking pretty solid. 5-minute chart. Yeah, we haven't broken out, so to speak. So I don't know if we have any reason to pull back yet. Once we break out, then the pullback becomes likely. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for some speed. Come on. Come on, kid. 5-minute chart. ES showing some life. YM, come on, pick it up. All right, so now price is actually tapping into some resistance. All right, I see these price points here on YM. I need to see speed through it. Okay, is that gonna be? I think that's gonna be enough for me. Because of how fast we got here, there's no reason for me to even, you know, harp too much. I'm gonna take what the market is giving right here, and any sign of weakness, I'm just gonna cut it. And I'll take my 1R. There you go. Instant 1R. Just because of how fast it went through these highs, I understand that price is gonna pull back. You know what I mean? So I'll take that, and I won't even complain about it because, like I said, the trade was so obvious that if it wants to give 70 points instantly, I gotta take that. Now that we've taken this high, I understand that a pullback is almost 100%. And then if it does pull back, you could even look to trade it again, right? But what's my balance here? All right, good. Yeah, I'm cool with that, right? I'm cool with that. I'll stick around for a little bit just to see if price pulls back. If it pulls back, you can get another entry down here. As we mentioned, price has a lot of work to do if it's going to be bullish. YM lied, a big bold face lie this morning. So if price is actually bullish, it could take this high in no time. All right. So with that, I would love to see a pullback actually. All right. A pullback, give me a chance to re-enter. Or just take my 1R for today and officially flip the week green, right? Last loss was on Monday. Why is ES so much stronger right now? But yeah, lost on Monday. Came back with a banger. Yesterday was like a break even. Well, actually small loss. Yeah, small loss yesterday. And then this right here is perfect. This right here is perfect. I don't want to be greedy with how fast we swept because we see how fast the sales pick up. But realistically, you just want to see YM, right? You want to see YM actually make a run for its money. There we go. Should make everything else continue bullish. Because remember, YM never even took the high from yesterday, right? YM told a lie all day, made us wait for 1 p.m. for any type of bullishness. Pushes up overnight, we just accumulate this internal. Now that we've swept all that internal, what do we tap off of? The previous weekly high. We tap right onto it, and beautiful flip and absorption of these sellers. So now you want to see YM literally waste no more time. We've already wasted an entire day doing nothing. You want to see YM race through these highs. And as long as YM has some work to do, I think we can see at least another rally here on NASDAQ. I'm just trying to secure a payout, so that's why I'm not really letting this run. Typically, you know, I want to see my 1.5. If I was on an eval or something, I would. But I just need a couple winning days here to lock that in. So there we go. Good job. Good job. This might run for the rest of the day, kid. This might go up for the rest of the day. And we may have caught another bottom. Yesterday's bottom was garbage, but you can't tell me we didn't call this. We were all over this yesterday. And then the time just got away from me. I'm like, I've been waiting all day for it. I don't want to have any false hope that it could just randomly pop when we've been waiting all day and nothing's happening, right? Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. I thought it was just going to chop for the rest of the day, but as soon as I got off, skyrocket. This time we actually catch it, and it was a premature entry, right? I could have gotten a better fill. I just didn't want to risk missing it, right? As long as I have a safe stop loss, we're good. So thank God we had a safe stop, and thankfully it did not sweep this low because it tried to. Right, but this is where you're supposed to enter. Put an order in the gap. Hope it pulls back. Once it pulls back, you can get a tight stop, 50-point stop. Cover that low. Or if you really want to be ballsy, you could go 38, 40. But you know me, if I see a low that I like, I'll give it some room to breathe. So this is the low that was supposed to be protected, right? We highlighted all of this before the trade, right? So this is why my stop was where it was. Add a few points for some cushion, and I'm just like, let this baby go. All right. And then now price is at about 90 points. And then if we look at YM, okay, so YM showing rejection here. So this is where you would probably want to kill any trades just because it's probably going to pull back. If it doesn't pull back right now, beautiful. But I would say the way YM just rejected off of this 10 p.m. price, we know these timestamps make a big difference. Look at how this timestamp 6 p.m., 6 a.m. held up here. All right, on the way down, we noticed 10 a.m. had not been retested. That's another bullish indicator. We noticed that once we tapped into this previous weekly high, we completely start flipping these timestamps with no remorse, just ripping right through them. And now we're showing some decent rejection off of one. If this candle closes with a solid wick, I would anticipate price to just slow down here. Well, we're chilling, man. We're chilling. Today, that was A+. Only thing I would say is I have to stop being optimistic. For example, like if I was trading YM and I bought it, I would be happy because I'm like, yo, it never pulled back into this 2-minute gap here, the original 2-minute gap. Here, this was your first gap after violating this bearish setup. So I kind of figured it would be filled in, but it's like, bro, I'll be even more upset if it just takes off without me. So I think I'm actually, I'll give myself an A+, bro. It's easy to put on notes and be like, yo, make sure you don't enter until it fills the gap. But then when I bought it, it was only like, what, 17, 16 points away from the gap. So I'm like, all right, let me just get in before it rips. And it pulls back. As soon as I press the buy button, pulls back, fills in the gap, almost stops us out. It's just more sweaty when you're not as patient, but there goes that rejection. Look at that, right? So this is what you would expect after a nice move, a nice retracement. So I probably should call it a day here. Yeah, I will, bro. You gotta take what the market gives you and just leave, bro. Because imagine that it gives you a similar setup to yesterday where it pulls back and then it takes forever to go back bullish. Now you just wasted your day after you're already ahead on the market, right? So yeah, I'm gonna take that. I am going to take that. And yeah, I'll be in the chat room though. So I'll be on my phone if I see something I like, or if you guys see something you like, go ahead, drop it in the chat room. I'll put a link here. Chat room is for everybody, anybody who takes trading serious. Anyone who takes trading serious, here's the group. Let me post this in there before I forget. I would love to see price just rip like it's been ripping. But you can't really take that type of volume for granted, bro. Like the volume we've seen the past few days, unbelievable. Like there's gonna come a time where you're like, yo, the markets are trash compared to those March and April trading days. So I'm almost preparing myself for it to cool off. It has to soon, but you just don't know when, right? Maybe after these all-time highs it'll stop, because this is crazy. Where you get like one bearish candle one 5-minute bearish candle, then you get like 6 bullish, one 5-minute bearish, 6 bullish. Like over here, this was crazy. Look at this. For every single bearish candle, you get like 3 or 4 bullish candles immediately after. Then you get this run lower here for about an hour or so, 12, 20 to not even about 45 minutes. And then you start the pattern all over again. For every one bearish candle, you're getting multiple bullish candles. It's crazy. But here, yeah, this is the chat room. If you take trading serious, I would say this is a solid group for you. 1.4. If you have the tight stop here. This was a nice trade, kid. And it's still going. If the volume continues, then that's gonna be on me. Maybe I'm a little too paranoid. This volume is a dream come true right now. I got out at this level here, right? Yeah. Like somewhere around here. Where did I get out? Yeah, I got out up here. So like 67, 70 points. Round up 70 points. Bang. $70 bang. Copy that. I hope the volume continues, man. I could have let this run on my eval that I bought yesterday, but I just didn't want to be greedy, bro. Who knows if this is just gonna run? I hope it does though, just to keep that streak going of excellent volume. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Here's the chat room if you guys have any trade ideas for later on, or anything of that nature. Here's the chat. I need to... There you go. Yeah, here's a chat right here. We are dropping the link to it now. All right, cool. So yeah, I will just enjoy my day, right? It's You need days like this as a trader. Quick, simple, profitable, great execution, right? Screenshots, drop them in your journal. Make sure you're journaling, right? And then just get ready for a new day. A nice, peaceful session. Can't take those for granted, bro. Even though I cut it a little early, I should have been holding until now, right? But that point 0.5 R wasn't worth it when you think about how crazy these markets have been. Right? We could have sacrificed the entire move with one single drop. Because we understand how liquidity works, right? Once these highs are taken, I know price can react however it wants to and still be bullish. So you could literally see this and still go higher. But those types of moves, after you've already secured $500, almost $600 across all my accounts, that's unnecessary, bro. All right. So I'm out of here. I'm gonna get my notes real quick and then catch you guys tomorrow, same time, 9:40, 9:35, if the markets are looking good. All right, I'm out of here. Later.